Microsoft! Hi, welcome to Jeremy's Tech Channel, and today we're going to talk about my problem with Microsoft. Microsoft and I have a complicated history. I left Windows during the Vista transition and went to Mac OS X. Vista had pushed a lot of people to Mac. Hardware requirements were just too great for the poor experience that you got from Vista. I also loved my Zune more than the iPod. The issue is, although the hardware was great, the software, from a software company, mind you, was terrible, and iTunes was just better. I love the game franchise Halo, and that means that I've gamed on a Microsoft Xbox for years. It's a great hardware and software solution, but my frustration with Microsoft, specifically Windows, has really come to a head. I recently bought a Dell G15 gaming laptop with the intent on installing a different operating system other than Windows 11. So I decided before I removed Windows to check out Windows 11 and see what I'm missing. Maybe they could change my mind. First, I had to use my Microsoft account to access my hardware on the setup process. Now, I know Mac OS X strongly encourages you to log in with your Apple ID when you get your Mac and you get it set up, but at least it lets you in and use your computer. I did read where if you didn't have a network connection, you could gain access to your Windows 11 desktop, but I didn't know that at the time, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. And to Microsoft's credit, the desktop on Windows 11 is very pleasing to the eye. Things are familiar and they're laid out well. Then I access the Start menu. Ads. Ads! I'm sure there's a way to disable them, but come on. Ads in my Start menu? I'm already done. I gave them a shot, and I'm ready to move on to Linux. So I open the default web browser, Microsoft Edge, and I go to the website with the distro that has the ISO that I'm looking for. And I try to download the ISO. But guess what? Microsoft blocks me from downloading the ISO because it thinks it could be malicious. FYI, the distro I was trying to download was Endeavour OS. Wonderful distro, and the one that I'm currently using and using during this recording session today. Maybe Windows knew I was moving on really fast from Windows 11, and they figured, hey, they couldn't sell my info because I'm not accessing their operating system anymore. It sees something harmless like an ISO, and I'm sure there's some malicious ISOs, but this specific one, all great and mighty powerful Microsoft, couldn't see that this was an innocent ISO. Maybe I was just going to put it on a virtual machine, do some testing. Who knows? What do they care? But it sees this ISO as something harmless or malicious. But for some reason, most of the Windows PCs I support have some sort of harmful or malicious malware or virus. Innocent ISO? I can't tell that that's a weird malware thing that's going to hurt my user. Why? Microsoft! Why is it blocking users from downloading those things? Now, once again, I'm sure if I dug down in some deep dark menu in Microsoft Edge, I could find out a place where it would let me download it anyways. But instead, I decided to get Firefox, download it, get my ISO, download it, and get rid of Windows as fast as I can. I completely removed Windows. No dual booting, they just sealed the deal for me. I don't even want to use my Xbox right now and finish the fight with Master Chief. Microsoft, we are all willing to give up some things if we get what we want. But the price is too high, Microsoft. Ads in my operating system, blocking the wrong things. Do I compromise something by using Linux? Yeah. gaming is an example, and I know it's gotten a lot better. By the way, I just had a great gaming session with my son on Apex Legends on my Dell gaming laptop with Endeavour OS, a Linux operating system, worked flawlessly. Thank you, Steam. Thank you, Proton. But at least my operating system isn't trying to control me. I can make my own Zune decisions if I want. Okay, that was a really bad joke. But I can make my own decisions. I can make poor decisions. I can make good decisions with my operating system. Now, look, I know that Microsoft has to support millions and millions and millions of users. I also understand they're a company and they're trying to make money. But the amount of control that they are imposing on users is ridiculous. You know, I was feeling it already with OS 10, and it does it a little differently. Once again, you can still access your stuff. There aren't ads in your menu. There is some differences there. I'm not lumping up Mac OS 10 with Windows, but big corporations are trying to get as much money as they can. We all are trying to make a living. I understand that. But I am grateful for Linux and for the Linux community. My experience so far this first month have been great. Yeah, there have been some challenges, but there's challenges all around us. And I'm taking them on one challenge at a time. And just like Kirk on Star Trek Wrath of Khan so eloquently put his emotions in dealing with the frustration of Khan, and in this last rage infused expression, equate Khan with Microsoft, and you get Microsoft! Yeah, that was bad too, I know. But anyways, hope to see you next time.